Hello everyone, this is Paukshte Fashion Workshop. I remind you that we post new videos every day. Today we continue working with the Gucci style dress. I can start taking the front now. These are the black detail, the lower and the upper white details. I remind you that I've made a notch on the center front. The details we put on the table face up. As I've already said, these details should be slightly gathered. Watch the way I'm doing it. The fabric is pretty strong. That's it. I think that this detail looks good enough this way. I need to tack this seam first. I'll stop tacking it at the beginning of the slit. I've made a notch here on the angle when cutting the details. The details match perfectly. Natalie will help me tack them. As I've already said, if I decide that the slit is too high, I'll just stitch it a bit more after fitting. I'm still pretending to be a modest woman. Very nice. This is how this seam is going to be tacked. You can gather this detail more if you want. You might also decide not to gather it at all. There is no right or wrong when it comes to design. When I finish taking the details, I'll show you how they look like. Natalie, let's start taking. Tack this part, please. This is the seam Natalie is taking now. Natalie works much faster than I do. This is why I've asked her to help me. The center back seam was tacked off the camera. When we tack this detail, the only seams left to be tacked will be the side and the shoulder seams. Natalie, what would I do without you? I honestly have no idea. Where's my flower? Here it is. It's going to be attached to the shoulder. Amazing. You know what? I've noticed that people stopped telling me not to wear this or that. I think that I finally came to terms with my fashion choice. People used to give me advice on what to wear. I don't know why. I've never asked for it. I can sew and wear whatever I want, and so do you. I've asked Natalie to help me tack the details, because she works much faster than I do.
А тут у меня разрез будет. Отсюда ножка будет вылезать. Невзначай. Совсем невзначай, да.
Have a look at me. There's just one detail left to be tacked. Have a look here. This is the center front. I remind you that I've added 7 mm for the seam when cutting the neckline. Make sure that not the edges, but the center front itself matches in the details. Be very attentive. I'll go get this stitched back. Give me a needle, please. I want to tack the shoulder seams. Didn't you have an even bigger needle? Where did you find it? It's huge.
Откуда она у нас?
This is the tacked front. This is how the slit looks like now. Next, we need to tack the front and the back together. The center back seam is already tacked. First, we need to pin the notches on the waistline. Natalie, what if I tack the shoulder seams while you are taking the side seams?
Тоже мне охота что-нибудь делать.
This is how the seams should be tacked. All the details match perfectly.
Не сходится, когда по той же выкройке вырезано.
When we finish taking, I'll try the dress on.
Очень внимательно рассмотрим.
I want you to have a close look at the shoulder seams. I need to tack the second shoulder next.
Здесь у нас
Here it is.
Отлично.
We've almost finished taking the dress. I'm going to try it on next.
Сейчас я примерю.
I'm wearing the tacked dress. There are some things which I want to draw your attention to. Have a close look at the dolman sleeves. They are very comfortable. Have a look at the slit. Here it is. You can make it as high as you want. You can also make the front neckline as deep as you want. The decoration I've attached to the shoulder is pretty big. You can attach a smaller one. You do not necessarily have to attach decorative details at all. Substitute them with the matching necklaces, brooches, or scarves. I showed you how to make a pattern for this dress, how to cut and take it. There is nothing complicated about it. If you are not planning to line your dresses, it won't take you long to stitch them. Dolman sleeves are very comfortable. Have a close look at the shoulder seams. If I added more for the balance extension, the seam would have been placed closer to the back. In my case, the seam is placed right where it should be. It's right in the center sleeve now. This is why I told you not to add more than needed. The dress is not only beautiful, but it's also very comfortable. As I've already said, I wanted to be able to sew accurate, high-quality garments. This is what I'm here for. Now you know that it will take you just one day to make such Gucci-style dresses. That's all for today. Be different and beautiful. We are Paukshte Irina and Natalie. Subscribe to my channel, write comments, share the videos, press the like and the bell buttons. I would really appreciate your support. Thank you. Goodbye.